Hello, it's Mike from Dimensional Walking. Today I want to do a video, and I want to do this one on one of my favorite subjects is the she. So we're going to call this the magical ways of the she, a deep dive into the ishi. Okay, ishi is basically the same. It was I think it's a ancient um, Celt, Gaelic word um, that means that's been translated or made into English, and the word is she, Sidhe, if you don't know. Okay, so this was a supernatural race deeply embedded in the folklore of Ireland and the UK. So these are not just fairies. Okay, a lot of people think the she are just kind of a fairy folklore. It's really not. They're they are this complex, powerful, and often enigmatic uh, group of people with a rich tapestry of magical abilities, and that's what I want to talk about. Uh, their influence is all over, is imprinted all over the Celtic mythology, and their stories continue to fascinate and inspire. So let's get into it. So they're into these really magical ways. These ancient beings, uh, they have some really unique talents, and the way they interact with the human world is quite interesting. So the she are intricately connected in the natural world. They are often associated with ancient mounds, forests, lakes, and other uh, natural spaces uh, that are considered like gateways to their realm and the other world. Okay? They seem to be guardians of these places, possessing a deep understanding of Earth's rhythms and energies. This connection to nature is the source of many of their magical abilities. Okay, so nature gives them, or they work with nature to utilize their abilities. Okay, so one of the things they can do is they can shapeshift and they can use invisibility. Okay, one of the most prominent powers of them is the shape shifting. They can alter their appearance, taking on appearances of humans and animals um, at various times. Sometimes it can be a human, sometimes that same entity or fairy or she person could be a human form. Yeah, so this ability allows them to move between worlds undetected, to interact with humans in disguise, and to protect themselves from harm. Invisibility often accompanies the shape shifting, further enhancing their mystique and making them difficult to perceive by ordinary humans. So they can kind of move among us, and we really don't quite know it until they want us to know it, or they're finished with their agenda and they kind of say, hey, bye, I'm leaving, and this is who I was. So, one of the other things they can do is healing and regeneration. The sheep possess a remarkable healing abilities. They can mend wounds, cure illnesses, and even grant uh, immortal immortality. Okay, through their gifts that often come with a price. Now, that's the important thing. Remember that they can give you these things. They can do things for you, but there's always a price. Okay, their knowledge of herbs and natural remedies is extensive, and they are said to possess magical artifacts that enhance their healing abilities. Sort of like the little wands or just things that they carry with them in their little pouch, maybe. However, their healing can be I don't want to say a little bit dangerous. They may choose to withhold it or use it to manipulate humans. Okay, so if you came to them and said, "Hey, I got this problem. Can you help me? And they'll say, I can probably help you, but there's always this kind of but that they either want something from you, they want you to find or get something for them. So you have to be really cautious on this. The she have a deep affinity with animals, okay? They can communicate with them, understand their language, and even communicate with them. This ability gives them power over the natural world and allows them to use animals as messengers, guardians, or even instruments of their will. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is very similar what other types of cryptids are able to do, like Sasquatch, uh, Dogman. They all have this ability, this working relationship with animals. Okay. Um, so there are stories that talk about the she riding horses, shape shifting into animals themselves, and having animal companions to serve their loyalty. Okay, so they're very well connected into the animal world. Influence on humans. The she have long and complex history of interacting with humans. They they can be, uh, I guess we'll say, uh, malevolent, offering gifts of wisdom and healing, good fortune, etc. But they can also be mischievous or malevolent, playing tricks, stealing children, or even causing illness and misfortune. Absolutely. Okay. That's what I was referring to at the beginning. The influence on human affairs is undeniable, and many ancient Irish families claimed ancestry from the she, okay, believing that brought them special powers and blessings, okay. Um, so there's this type of she called the Leon Sheen, uh, she, the muse of inspiration and destruction. So this is kind of a special little group, okay? Among the most fascinating and complex uh, figures is the Lean Anne Sheen, the fairy lover. This being is often depicted as a beautiful woman who inspires artists, poets, in granting them extraordinary talents. However, this gift comes at a cost. The Lean Sheen is said to drain the life force from those chosen ones, leading to their premature death. Okay? This figure embodies the duality of the she, their capacity for both creation and destruction. Okay? So I'm not going to give you really big details on that. This, I believe this to be true. Um, and you may think of some artists, maybe some musical artists from UK or Ireland that have had amazing early lives and done some amazing things, and they suddenly pass away for some reason or other. This may have something to do with the she. The she, as you probably have gathered now, are not to be trifled with. Okay, they are powerful beings who demand respect. Yes, you absolutely have to respect them. Many of their traditions and customs exist to appease them, such as leaving offerings of food and drink, avoiding their sacred places, and never disturbing their mounds. Absolutely, don't disturb their mounds. Okay, I almost got involved with that. Even they didn't even like me listening to what they were doing inside their mounds. And I've talked about that because I ran across some of their mounds on Sandia Mountain in New Mexico. And I've talked about that already before. It is believed that those who disrespect the she may face a wrath, terrible wrath, suffering, misfortune, illness, and even taken to the other world. Okay? So, the power, I kind of alluded to it before, the power of sound and music. Music holds a special place in the lore of the Sidhe. They are said to possess enchanting musical talents capable of creating melodies that can heal, soothe, and even bewitch. Their music is often described as otherworldly, capable of inducing trance like states and opening pathways to the other world. It is believed that mortals that stumble upon she music may be lured into their realm, never to return. Yes, that is correct. Okay. Music can be a powerful magic. Frequencies arranging waves can truly change the masses. It's been long since it had happened to me. My lady, um, but a lady from Tottenham, England, was has turned the music world upside down. Okay, but I would not. I I I kind of stumble here because it's a little crazy here, but I would not be writing about this on this weblog if there was not a little paranormal connection. A little paranormal connection. I don't know if that's quite true. I think there's a lot of paranormal connection. The people of the Sidhe, the folklore of the British Isles, carry a magical power. Their music and their song would draw the humans from miles away. The story goes, listen to just one song and you will be changed forever. Okay? Can you think of some songs from artists from Ireland and the British Isles? You know, there's all kinds of them. The Beatles is one, really. Beatles and, Adele. There's a bunch of them. You can go back. You start looking, and it's pretty profound. Okay, so let me repeat this. Listen to more than just one song, and you will never leave their realm, and you will be their slaves forever. The She had voices and lyrics that will rip at the core of your soul. For, for the ones who get away from the She, this unique sound will never leave them. It will be embedded in the fabric of their minds. Okay? I believe there there are people today in UK, including Ireland, who carry this music magic, and they have the ability to belt it out. Today, its control over humans is a bit mellower, but it but still a beautiful, powerful sound. One person said it was like being in a wind tunnel and the voice just hitting me. It was truly incredible. Okay, this is one of the people. This is somebody actually related that to me that went to see a concert of one of these people that I'm kind of referring to. And I'm not going to get into names. Okay, you can probably figure it out on your own. Anyways, I'm not going to go into it. I actually was going to tell you who the person is. I'm going to let you guess it. I kind of mentioned it before, but I will not. I will not go any farther than that. It could cause some issues. So, anyways, um, the bottom line is the enduring legacy of the She. The She continue to capture the imagination of people around the world. Their stories have been passed down through generations, evolving and adapting to the changing times. They are a reminder of power of nature, the mysteries of the otherworld, and enduring connection between humans and the supernatural. Their legacy lives on in folklore, literature, art, and music, ensuring that the magic of the She will continue to enhance and inspire for generations to come. In conclusion, my conclusion is this: the She are a multifaceted, fascinating race deeply woven into the fabric of the Celtic mythology. Their abilities, their magical abilities, their connection to nature, their complex interactions with humans make them a captivating subject of study. While their stories may be rooted in ancient beliefs, they continue to resonate with modern audiences, reminding us of the enduring power of the myth and enduring mystery of the world around us. As we continue to explore their lore, we gain a deeper appreciation of the rich tapestry of the Celtic culture and enduring magic of the Sheik. Hope you enjoyed. Happy trails. We'll see you. Bye bye.